Camarillo Brillo from Frank Zappa. Camarillo Brillo? Camarillo Brillo. Not sure what that means. Wish I spoke Spanish. Spanish? What did I say? Spanish? Anyways, Camarillo Brillo. Frank Zappa, The Mothers of Invention. Overnight sensation from 1973. So, let's jump on into it. Here we go.
She had that Camarillo Brillo flaming out along ahead. I mean her Mendocino Beano, by where some bugs had made it red. She ruled the toads of these short forests and every newt in Idaho, and every cricket who had chorus by the bush in Buffalo. She said she was a magic mama, and she could throw a mean tarot, and carried on without a comma, that she was someone I should know. She had a snake for a pet, and an amulet, and she was breeding a dwarf, but she wasn't done yet. She had gray-green skin, a doll with a pin. I told her she was alright, but I couldn't come in. I couldn't come in right then. And so she wandered through the doorway.
Dude, I love how this sounds a little bit Southern rock, a little bit Midwestern too. Very interesting, like pop sounding rock song, dude. This is cool, unique for Frank. I like how he's singing right here. Not sure what this is about. I'll be reading the lyrics as we're like going through, so let's catch up. Camarillo Brillo, Frank Zappa. She had that Camarillo Brillo flaming out along her head. I mean, her Mendocino Beano, by where some bugs had made it red. So talking about a girl, a woman, she said she was a magic mama and she could throw a mean tarot, and carried on without a comma. She had a snake for a pet and an amulet, and she was breeding a dwarf. But she wasn't done yet. She had gray-green skin, a doll with a pin. I told her she was all right, but I couldn't come in. Okay, let's give this song a listen, and we'll check the lyrics after. All right, here we go.
Just like a shadow from the tomb, she said her stereo was four-way, and I just love it in her room. Well, I was born to have adventure, so I just followed up the steps, right past a fuming incense stencher, to where she hung her castanets. She stripped away her rancid poncho and laid out naked by the door. We did it till we were on concho, and it was useless anymore. She had a snake for a pet and an amulet, and she was breeding a dwarf, but she wasn't done yet. She had gray-green skin, a doll with a pin. I told her she was alright, but I couldn't come in. Actually, I was very busy. And so she wandered through the doorway, just like a shadow from the tomb. She said a stereo was four-way, and I just love it in her room. Well, I was born to have adventure, so I just followed up the steps, right past the fuming incense stencher, to where she hung her castanet. She said she was a magic mama, and she could throw a mean tarot, and carried on without a comma, that she was someone I should know. Is that a real poncho? I mean, is that a Mexican poncho or is that a Sears poncho? No fooling.
Okay, so apparently this is about a girl or a woman Frank met, right? Apparently she was like, into incense. She was a magic mama. Apparently I think this might be taking place in California. Sounds like it, right? Is that a Mexican poncho or is that a real poncho? I mean, is that a Mexican poncho or is it a Sears poncho? What does he mean she had gray-green skin, dude? And then they had sex until they were unconcho. Unconcho. Wow. So this was Camarillo Brillo. That's how I'm pronouncing it because that's how Frank pronounced it. But pretty sure it's pronounced Camarillo Brillo. A nice like pop rock song, dude. I liked it. It sounded like a little bit like Leonard Skinner, something around that. Around that. So thanks again, Mark Hodges. Camarillo Brillo by Frank Zappa. And thank you to every single one of the Patreon members. Really couldn't do this without each and every single one of you. So go on over to patreon.com/JohnSlop for early access to these videos and to submit your own requests. All right, I'll talk to y'all on the next one. Peace.